Hoo-ha-hee! It's Krazey Mazey Monkey. What's up, y'all? Y'all here at the Big Urban Farm Collective. I'm your host. Ha-ha! Look, we are excited to be here today at the Franklin Park Conservatory Resource Center. And we're going to talk more with the coordinator of Growing Green, Mr. Bill Dawson. Bill Dawson, everybody!
Hey, Mazey, how you doing today?
What's up?
What's up?
What it be like? So, where are we at and how do we get here?
Where are we at? We're right here at the center of community gardening in Columbus, the region, and soon to be the nation. This is the hub, the center hub for community gardening. We are a resource for all of you community gardeners out there.
So what does that mean, community garden?
Community garden. A community garden is really defined as any piece of land gardened by a group of people. You got that? So if somebody is caring for the land on a community basis, coming together to do it for the betterment of a neighborhood or a betterment of a bigger mission like health and wellness and safety and culture and all those great things that the gardens are helping to establish. So I guess it goes way back to when I learned from my grandfather. My grandfather used to come to our house during the summertime and grow a very large vegetable garden. And he would always get me out there stirring the manure tea, or he would get me carrying rocks from one side of the barn to the other for no apparent reason other than maybe building character. But I learned a lot, and it stuck with me. And I think I really enjoyed the horticulture part of it. I even took my lawnmower and lowered the wheels all the way down and went out and cut my name into the grass. And I was kind of curious to see what would happen. Would the grass grow back? Would it kill it? Would my name stay there forever? And so I had a curious interest about green things.
Wow, Mr. Dawson, do you appreciate some of the game, some of the good character building that your grandfather was teaching you about farming and the land?
Absolutely. I believe it's instilled in me now, and I have a right or a responsibility to now teach. I also learned from my grandmother, who was Native American. I think that's where I got my appreciation for nature and the environment and all things natural and that ethic. So I think the horticulture, nature, and people were all instilled in me. And so when I came to the Franklin Park Conservatory way back in 1991, I started out basically community gardening because they asked me for a horticultural event here to work with a group of young people landscaping all the houses surrounding Franklin Park. And this group of young people were kids, teenage kids that did not know anything about plants unless they could smoke them.
So you saying the community and the kids was planting stuff, but they weren't planting the right thing, they was planting the wrong thing.
Well, it's not that they were planting it, it's just that that's sort of how they were brought up in the neighborhood. Now they had an opportunity to learn to widen their scope of plants, ornamental plants, and plants they could eat. So here at the conservatory, after working with groups like that and other things and looking out across the nation of other community gardening programs, we wanted to start our own because the community needed it and the community wanted it. So we began the Growing to Green program, which is all about community gardens, school gardens, and beautification projects, because beautification is just as important for a neighborhood as food is when it comes to safety and well-being of the community. So the Growing to Green program as well, I think one of the most important resources it provides is education. We have an 8-week course that we teach about community gardening. We've just initiated a 5-track community gardener training program here that community gardeners across the city will be able to come into the conservatory and learn everything from organization to sustainability of these gardens and everything in between, with composting and organic gardening and production and all those important components of community gardening. Education is key to sustainability, and education is also something that I expect, just like my grandfather taught me.
Hey, Bill, who are some of the people you work with in the community?
Oh, with 200 gardens, Mazey, I can't begin to tell you all the wonderful people I work with, but they're young children, preschool, all the way up to senior citizens, working with accessible gardening and gleaning that information from our seniors to teach our youth. So it's a combination of cultures, ages, races, all of the above, working with many different factions of the community. And also we are working with the immigrant population that is so prevalent here in Columbus, with Somali, Hispanic, and Hmong, and many of the Asian communities. We are working with all factions to learn from them and to teach them.
Okay, now we want to know what's really going on. This is the monkey on your back section.
Well, monkey on my back is okay with me. That just means I need to take care of things.
Take care of this. What you got planned for the future?
The future. We're always looking into the future, Mazey. We are looking at the now. In 2010, this year, we're ending up 2010. We have begun a new initiative called 12 by 2012. So that's really going to count 10, 11, and 12. Right now, we're looking out to identify gardens who are using best practices, doing all the right things, working with their community, and selecting and naming them as hub gardens.
What is a hub garden?
What is a hub garden? A hub garden, we aim, as I said earlier, to be the hub in central Ohio, in Columbus, in the nation, for community gardening. But to expand upon that, we want to utilize our wonderful gardeners that are out there across Columbus who are doing all the great things and utilizing them as models. Well, we have selected 12, hence the initiative 12 by 2012, out there in the community based on geography, where they're located, and also by what they're doing. They are doing all the right things in nutrition, in working with children, in feeding the hungry, in education, and all those components. So we're going to utilize those gardens, and we're going to come out to those gardens and provide additional resources. Education. We'll come out and do educational workshops that will splinter out into the community. These gardeners are now mentors, as they have been for other prospective gardens and gardeners. So that by 2012, with the 12 hub gardens located across the city, they're going to be able to help start up new gardens and network all of them together.
Woohoo! That sounds like a lot, Farmer Bill.
Well, it is a lot, Mazey, but I'll tell you, what it does is alleviate. It puts 12 of us out there in the community. There's one of me, so if I can put 12 of us out there that are teaching, that are splintering out into communities, that are acting as mentors and educators and resources, then all that does is it makes my job maybe a little bit easier. It expands the knowledge. It takes it further out into the community and gives these great gardeners more responsibility and able to show off their gardens to other people.
I like to show off. I show off my banana trees, my banana nut bread, my banana smoothies, my banana milkshakes. Heck, you should hire me.
Hey, we can just take you over. We grow lots of bananas, and you could just live and hang out there. What do you think about that?
Let's go!